I remember sitting in class back in 2022, late 2022, and this teacher was asking me, have you done your homework? And I had completely forgotten. We didn't get that much homework. Like, I went to an Australian school. There's not that much homework, especially in the early years. I was like 13. So we didn't quite often get homework, and I didn't even remember. I was like, what? Homework? I actually didn't know. Well, I probably knew, but I just didn't even remember at all. No one else had done it. It's like 3 people had done it, as usual. But I was like, oh, no. They were like, why not? You should have done it. And I was sitting next to a couple of other guys and sort of on the same table. There's like, I think it's like the tables of 6, we have like a table of 2, but you have like 2 and then one of the ends is 6 of us. And so no one on this table had done the homework. Also, no one had done it, right? It might have been like a leftover task, something we had to complete, some kind of homework. And no one of the 6 people had done it. And so the teacher starts like, just, why haven't you done it, why haven't you done it, you should have, blah, 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 I'm going to email your parents, all of this stuff, complaining. And she was just like, you should have done it, you should have done the homework, you should have been thinking about it, blah, blah, blah. It's not that complicated, it's really easy. It was just some worksheet, it was simple, but no one did it. It was easy, it wasn't complicated, no one did it. Why is this? Another story, similar to this. It's probably a year ago, maybe just under a year ago. I'm sitting in class, I'm now in year 10, so, skip forward about 3 years. I'm sitting in class, and again, homework. Have you done the homework? Have you done the homework? No. Blah, 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 you haven't done the homework. And this was a teacher that I sort of didn't really like. I'd go back and forth, we'd sort of have a little bit of an argument sometimes. I didn't really like the teacher, no one really liked her. Everyone was like, yeah, that teacher kind of sucks. But, it was fair enough. So she's like, have you done the homework? Have you done the homework? And I'm like, no, I haven't done the homework. And she's like, why not? You should be paying attention at school. You're in year 10 now. Next year you got to do this, and subject selections are soon, and blah, blah, blah. You're going to start whatever TAFE and courses and all the typical, like, you're in year 10, start to pay attention type of stuff, right? You're in year 7, 8, 9. Doesn't really matter. You can fail all your classes and whatever. You get to year 10 and the teachers start telling you, you're on subject selections and TAFE and VET and whatever it is. They're like, you're year 10, you need to start paying attention, guys. Come on. But I'm like, alright, whatever. And they're like, why haven't you done it? Why haven't you done it? I'm like, well, I had other things to do. I was like, I was going to the gym, I was doing this, I had other stuff to do, I had work. They're like, well, you should have done it anyway. Everyone's got busy lives, you should have made time for it. I'm like, yeah, but I didn't want it. Like, why don't you want it? You should have done it. I'm like, well, it's not my priority. They're like, well, you've done your homework, you should have done your homework. And basically what I was saying to her was, it got to a little bit of an argument. I think she gave me detention or something, or maybe stay after class, who knows. But, the typical thing of, she was saying, why didn't you do it? I said I had things to do, I had other stuff to do. She was saying, you should have made time for it anyway, everyone has busy lives. And I said, yeah, but it's not my priority. She goes, well, school's important, you should have done it. Do you want to get a TAFE and this course and that course and year 10 and all, the whole typical conversation. And I'm just sitting there telling them, like, it's not my priority. My number one priority is not doing my science homework or whatever class it was. I don't know what class it was. Might have been English, who knows, I don't remember. But I just remember saying to her, it's not my priority. My priority is not that. My priority is the gym and my job. That's my priority. My priority is getting paid and getting muscles. You can keep your homework, I don't care. I didn't say, take your homework, I don't care. But I was like, that's not my priority. My priority is the gym and my job. It's like, well, you should be, paying attention more, or blah, blah, blah. But I was just kept telling her, and, other teachers, or anytime someone would try and convince me to do something, or want me to do something, and like, why haven't you done it yet? Why is it? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's not my priority. I don't care. And this just proves, yet again, over and over again, that when something is not your number one priority, you just don't care at all. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 10, number 20, doesn't matter. If it's not your biggest priority, if you're not thinking about it constantly, you won't do it. Right? So in this situation, I was, thinking, I would sit in class thinking all day about making videos, about going to the gym, about going to work on the weekends, right? I didn't care about class. Now, yeah, I was mainly like a C and B student. I failed some classes that I really didn't try. But, most of the time, for most of my life, I was like A and B student. The last couple of years, I was sort of C student. But I could always get pretty decent grades if I actually tried. I just didn't really care. So I got, mostly C's and D's. Any classes I really tried, I got a couple A's, a couple B's. So I had the potential to be probably a straight A student if I actually really tried. I just didn't care. And this lesson has proven itself true over and over again, right? I just got my license a few weeks ago, my learner's permit. I could have been studying for that learner's permit for, months and months, and even for a whole year. And I only started studying the day before I could actually go and get it. It took me 4 months to go and get it. I didn't care. Like now, I should have got it earlier because now I can, drive and start, booking up my hours. But before that, I didn't care and I didn't study. I was like, I don't care. Yeah, I should do it. And every couple of weeks, you do like an hour. And then you forget about it, you put it off, you do it a little bit again, procrastinating, right? I've never procrastinated on something I really wanted to do. Right? You're done.